You cannot see your true self. I also cannot see my true self. Why? Because it's not an object. It's not even a thought.
This identity.
Yes, yes. Can you see the identity person?
Yeah.
What it look like?
Some tightness.
Yeah.
Some attachment
Attachment.
to ideas.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Attachment to some ideas. Okay. But the person is also idea.
This is a problem because it really feels real. So
Yes.
yeah.
Because it is the feeling I in you, this I, that says, yeah, I see, I think, I did da. Who is the I that think? We're not sure if it's the person or the real self. I want, yes, I know. Who is the I that knows? Is it personal or impersonal?
Person.
It's personal.
Yeah.
Okay, good. What sees it's impersonal?
I don't know.
You
I know it's something is seen, but
yes, it's the same answer. You've given the answer already. It cannot be seen. So this is the most important discovery, because until you really realize this and know this, you take yourself to be an object perceiving other object, the object being your person. And it's okay. It's okay. God made it like that, that we would also be projected into the world of thought and feeling and association and say, this is me, for a while. But with this I that works as the person, its world and itself is never stable, because it has an identity. Is the identity of the person always stable? No. But it tries with everything to try and to share that it is stable, because stable means it's wise, it's real, it's dependable, it's consistent. No, I'm just talking this through. No, but I'm pointing to a deeper knowing behind this person that knows the person, that sees the person. Okay, that which is aware of the person. You with me? Is it attached to the person, or is the person attached to it? Take a moment.
it is not attached.
It's not attached. You say, I don't know how to observe with detachment. Does the self need to know how to observe with detachment? Why?
It doesn't need anything.
It doesn't need anything. Yet everything is known to it. The play of the mind or it knows, but it's not impacted upon.
No.
There is a link between the sense of the person and the inner self.
Yeah.
Yeah. When the person, who cannot exist without the inner self, when it gets into states of confusion and pain, okay, if it doesn't realize its root as the inner self, it goes floating off.
Yes,
Trouble can come, mental problem can come, sickness can come, anger can come, fear come, everything come. So it's very important that this personal sense become aware of its root.
Yes, and when I try to do this exercise, I cannot come to this.
Who is doing the exercise?
Yes, it's the mind and the
mind is
person
doing.
and the one who wants to stop suffering.
Right.
Yeah.
What knows this? What is aware of this? Is it the person mind or the inner self?
The inner self.
Yeah. Is the inner self troubled? still the exercise is good because this is the real yoga. Yoga means the coming together into oneness, where the sense of the person has to rediscover its root. The person cannot live by itself, even when it's not aware of the self. It still comes from the self. You see, and so this exercise, like detachment, meaning that whatever is going on, to go in the world, to do the this and self-image, self-assessments, all of this is a play of the mind. It's mind states, no? And it has to realize that all states, okay, are changeful, okay, and that it can witness them, it can observe them, okay, without being them. In fact, you can only observe something because you're not it, actually. And that, as there's a capacity even in the person to observe, and in observing them, it knows that it's not them. And that characteristic is like its parent. You see, the person, the characteristic of looking and realizing that whatever I see is only an impression, a thought, and a feeling, but it's not what I am. That's called awakening. It's waking up to the fact that nothing out here that comes through the mind or the senses, nothing of there can be fundamental to me. All of it is changing. And even myself as the person who is looking and knowing this, okay, it's like on the verge of this way world, this way into the abyss of the self. Because it has a capacity that when it looks and is not identified with what it sees or what it experiences, okay, and each thing is come like life is saying this thing and this thing, and it's saying, no, it's not this. It's not this. What I am is not this. As it keeps doing that, it naturally comes back to its original self-awareness. And I say self-awareness, non-dual self-awareness, like not one thing, not a divided union, but a harmony. It comes back into realize, but here, nothing is happening to me. When I go into the mind, into identity, then happenings becomes relevant. But if I even can observe and be aware of even my person, which is like my person is like the what you call this, the binoculars that sees the world, okay? But the person who sees the world is also seen from the place of the self. When it knows this, it's coming back into conscious harmony. That's all the thing of detachment is. You don't have to kill anything, it's understanding. The realization of the self is a journey of understanding and understanding your misunderstanding. So it's simple. It might, unless we get it, you might see it's the most complex thing. Why? Because you're not used to doing it. You're looking, each one used to looking forward, looking outward. Even sometimes when we think we're looking inward into our mind, it's still outward from the inner self.
Yeah, this happens a lot because I go in, but then it's the body. And I cannot
or the
go
body
beyond.
mind. You're in the body mind. But something behind that knows this thing. The mind cannot make an ultimate realization without becoming the realization. The mind or the person cannot come to ultimate realization and remain independent of that realization. The more it becomes aware, the more it finds it is, not that it has. And this is a very significant thing. Nobody can have the realization and be somebody who has realization. What it means is that the idea of yourself as being only the person subsides again and it is seen as also the most subtle object. This subtle object of a person is behaving like a subject, and that everything in this world is the object. But to the self, it also is the first object. The first object shines as this feeling, I am here. Mia, yeah, I'm here. What it means, I am here. The reference normally is, look, I'm here, I'm over here. Okay, and this is okay, this is normal, this is the only place where language can exist in that way. The language is for the sense of the person having relationship with what it likes or dislikes. Okay? Actually, there's nothing wrong with this, ultimately, because even as you wake up again to realize that whatever happens, it's seen from this place, but this place cannot be seen. And that really, I can only really be this place. Then when you really know this, the dynamic expression of this, which is like of being a person and that can still play, but it won't have that delusion in it.
Yes, this delusion needs to go.
No, it needs to be understood.
Yeah.
It doesn't go. Why it needs to be go? Because you are combining it with your identity, and it hurts. Like, no. But all this now, you're going to see all of this are constructs of the mind. And the self is just a psychological portrait of the mind, of the person. But the inner being, which has no shape, you can't identify as, I found the inner being. You can never do that. Because anything you can do that with is an object in the perception. However tricky the mind can be, you remember, it is secondary. That which is primary is seeing that. And the mind can come in the form of thought or moods or sensation. It can appear like, confusion. It appears as identity, but it's still only appearing. Can the self appear? No. So it causes the appearing of the mind play and the diversity, but it itself is indescribable.